Nice Bloodbound comp. Yeah, it seems like Bloodbound is really just like very, very early game fight. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think it would fall off so incredibly fast. It's literally like the first like 12 rounds or so. After that, just like things are too fast for it. I don't know. The actual units that it's attached to are really bad. You don't really want to run them if you have other options, basically.
A few moments later.
I think there's no world where it's not Ogre. Like if we have to choose.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Steady, steady, boys. Oh, okay. Hi, I saw your video on YouTube this morning about economy management, and now I'm winning lots of games. I had no idea you streamed. Learn something new every day. How's about try to go like 3-star instead of transition into legendaries would be nice since you have little chance versus the legendary meta endgame. I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to try to like do anti-meta stuff. I think that kind of makes no sense right now, because like right now we're in this temporary state where we don't know to what degree things will end up, but it's safe to say like legendaries will get nerfed in some way. Not necessarily just like by power they have. It could be a lot of things, right? Maybe they'll make leveling up harder or probabilities different or something like that, right? So it's very, very possible. Hinder's embarrassment versus chainmail. It still has to be embarrassment, right? The way the item shop is designed, embarrassment is really, really kind of insanely powerful. It's basically nuts. Really. And the problem is like there's so many useless items in the shop. The fact that embarrassment gives you a higher chance of seeing something super useful compared to something super useless just makes it kind of necessary, right? It's not supposed to be better than chainmail. Not really. If you took all the like completely useless items out of the item pool, I'm pretty sure chainmail would be better than embarrassment of riches. It just has to be embarrassment, especially now. Is embarrassment better than smuggler? Oh, hell no. Actually, is it? I mean, it shouldn't be. It can't be. But like in this meta, like smuggler kind of blows. Right? God, this meta makes item choices just so insanely backwards.
I'll protect us.
It really shouldn't be. It shouldn't be possible that it's better than smuggler, but I don't know. I mean, I've been talking with a lot of people and thinking about it myself, and like it's a very common opinion right now among us Lords players that smuggler is not that good right now. It's still good, but it's not like top tier hyper auto pick over everything else, which it kind of was last patch to varying degrees, depending on who you asked. Weird flex, but okay. Yo, cool cat, Carl. What's up, man? Welcome to the 1/8 Gay Club. So, yeah, I don't know. There's the smuggler. I mean, it's hard outclasses everything there. Smuggler is bad if you're going for tier 2 race items. Yeah, and sometimes like finding smuggler on 15 gives you like lower odds at higher class of criminal, which is pretty ridiculous right now. Look at this, guys. Our training is paying off already. This is what we practiced for. And we're going to practice even a little bit more here. So it's like this, right? Oh god, its DPS is so low. So it's like this, right? This is the idea here. So we Omega tank the ogre. The sooner the ogre dies, the better, right? From a DPS perspective, yes. We lose its mana bar. That is true. But the sooner it dies, the better. There we go. Oh, yeah. This is enough DPS to... actually, is it? Uh-oh. Oh! The heal! Dude, we're good. It's got a long-ass cooldown. This has, what, 11-second duration and 15-second cooldown? So there's 4 seconds where we can deal damage to this unit. We got it.
The Enchantress has arrived.
Furion? No. Never. Sweet. Just keeps getting better and better. Hey, there's this really weird consideration here. Is this BM? How strong do I think my board is? This is a little... I think I might be overvaluing my board. This is like something that you can do if you have an absolute nuts board. I just went to 9 gold. I went to 9 gold with 3 out of 4 units. That is such a balls on the table play. Holy shit. This is the level of greed we do, dude. Oh yeah. That's super worth, dude. Oh yeah.
They won't live long enough to be scared.
Moist. Holy shit. Yo, Zapper can. Take this, you greedy MFer. It was worth, dude. We got the gold. It was easily worth. It was the most worth decision of my entire life. We can't really do anything fancy here, though, right? I mean, pairing the Warlocks is kind of the only value we can put on this board. That's like... that's a pretty greedy play. I don't know, dude. This board just owns. Like, we have Bloodbound. How could we lose? It's just so much damage. Like, as soon as my Ogre dies, I pop off. Losing the mana bar does actually hurt, though. Because Ogre is more than just an HP pool and a DPS meter. He's also a mana bar. And we do lose his spell and his mana. Which is like... it is not irrelevant, right? Okay, so let's look at this. So it's... and this is... it's much better to get the level 2 Ogre and the level 1 Warlock, by the way. It's so much better. It's hard to express how much better it is. It's actually easy. It's a lot better. And... because Ogre just has so much more DPS. So I'm sacrificing... This is why he's Lord. Easy. Yeah, dude. These are the kind of skills that you need to be a Lord player in this game. I was thinking about Chainmail and Ogreoid. I think it's a little hard to control what they attack, so maybe Chainmail on Ogreoid is necessary. There's that cask coming in hot.
I'm great for morale.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's worth, right? Isn't it? Isn't that just worth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we buy the Warlock 1 star. We sell this. We put this in. We lose out of this synergy. We're at 30 gold now. And we get these. It has to be correct to sell the Witch Doctor there. There's no universe in which it's not correct. I'm not going to hit this level up button. Level up button is literally the weakest button in the entire game. It's so bad. I'm never going to hit this button. Look at these clowns. Look, 5. Okay, he demolished me. Ah, I guess leveling up is pretty good. I think it was misplay not to replace the tiny with a level 1 ogre. Good joke, dude. Come on, man. Listen, Bloodbound is busted, but it's not that busted. So when it comes to the value of the sacrifice, and this is the question we must be asking ourselves. Dude, look at these interest points. Look at my net worth. 61 with the streak. That's so good. So the faster the first thing dies, if it's all the same, would I rather sacrifice an ogre or a warlock? The faster it dies, the more my DPS comes online. It's probably about the same. It's just a nuts build, guys. This is just an insanely powerful strategy for the first 10 rounds in the game. We're gonna have to sell out of this really fast, though. The greed guy does so much gold? Yeah, dude. Like, this is nuts. Look at these players' gold counts. This guy's at 8. Oh yeah, another warlock. Come to daddy, dude. Come to papa. So if I'm sacrificing a warlock or an ogre at 1 star, if I have the choice of one or the other, obviously if they're both on the board, it should be the warlock, because ogre is just better to carry the buff. He's just a better unit. We want to sacrifice the worst unit. But if one of them is benched and one of them is sacrificed, which one do we choose? Warlock dies faster, a lot faster, which means my DPS comes online faster, but it's also like kind of less of an actual tank, which means it should probably be... It should have to be ogre. I think there's no world where it's not ogre. Like, if we have to choose... Steady, boys. Oh, okay. So what are the candidates? What are the bachelors? What's what are we doing here? Sniper? I could jam a sniper, right? I could totally jam a sniper. Dragon Knight? I don't want to be in knights, guys. You high? Need this interest, boys. Dude, sniper with big time contracts is not bad. Oh, yeah. We just want, like... We just want chunkers. Like, safe chunkers. The thing about Slark is Slark isn't really a safe chunker. He's a risky chunker. And we're so powerful right now. Why would we play risky? This is actually such a perfect game, dude. Look at our items. These are literally... I could not have designed better items. Or a better board. I mean, Bloodbound is just like the best board, so come on. I was thinking about leveling up, but our streak is ending anyway, right? So there's kind of no reason to play for a streak that's ending anyway. It burns into interests. This is like the last round of the streak. Yeah, let's level here. Let's not take a risk. That might be dumb. It depends how strong we feel like our board is, basically. I personally... This is kind of the bitch move. This is the play where it's like, uh-oh. Ooh. This is the play where it's like, I'm not really sure how strong I think my board is. It's basically assuming I'm weak. This play, so mathematically, it's like, winning this is worth 4 gold total, right? And the interest is worth 1 gold guaranteed. So our health is a minor factor, but at the end of the day, it's whether my odds are like 1 1/4 or higher, which means if I think there's 2 boards that beat me, this play is correct. If I think there's only 1 board that beats me, this play is incorrect. So we can only rationalize his play by assuming that there's 2 boards out there that beat us, which is why it's like a bitch move, right? It's not worth doing unless there's 2 boards out there that beat us. I don't know how to use big time contract in the late game. I honestly don't. We could have paired Drows and thought about like Medusa. Yeah, selling that Drow was a little bit of a mistake. Pairing Drows is just, there's no reason to sell it there. I mean, obviously in endgame we're not using it. I feel like Medusa kind of has to be the best way to do it, right? I think so.
You made the right call.
Yo, Mark II, welcome to the One Hit Gay Club, my man. Necro's sweet. Getting the Warlocks online is good. This has to be proper, I think. The most important thing is this positioning. We really want, at this point in the game, so there's sort of like 3 different positioning logics, right? In the late game, having them spread so that they don't encounter... Okay, Pudge actually hooked the sniper. That's pretty funny. In the late game, having them spread in opposite corners so they don't, like, you know, clump together for the same AoEs can be a good idea. It's just too early to worry about that. And putting them together means they have a higher likelihood of attacking the same target, which is very good for me. Actually, is that even true? Do they attack based on proximity? Sniper's attack range is the entire board, right? Will Sniper just choose a completely random target then? Oh, I guess there's no reason to have them together then. Never mind. I was thinking about leveling on 15 here. We could have leveled on 15. Might have burned like 1 gold interest. True DPS? Yeah, it's just Ogre and Warlock chunking. And I think this is kind of like how we have to play this. Like, there's this idea of trying to add more Bloodbounds to the board, but we can't. We have the amount we want. We can't have more than that. What's up with Gaara? Why is he at 77 health? Why can't you? It's so it's like I was saying before. It's about offense and defense combined, right? More Bloodbounds is more offense, but what I really need is like slow down in defense. Like here I've got Kunkka, big stun boat that slows down the fight and allows me to have enough time to do my damage I need to do, right? I mean, Final Flash is kind of funny on him. What are we doing? Why did we just do that? Could have sold Kunkka there for interest, now that we have like the disruptor. I mean, I'm kind of just trolling at this point, right? Big time contract Shadow Fiends. I don't even know if that's good. I don't know if it and Demon multiply together. It only scales on attack damage, right? Most of Shadow Fiend's DPS is like the Demon thing and the ulti. And his normal DPS isn't higher than Sniper's. Does it actually work off of the Demon 50% pure damage? Because it probably shouldn't, I think. I think that would make less sense, right? don't know. I bought the Warlock to keep my options open, but I think in all likelihood I probably won't even want this. Here's the Pudga, and this kind of makes us happy. I think, in my opinion, this makes us quite a bit happy that we didn't sell out of the Kanka. Because now I want to complete Warriors and Undead here. I think this is the point in the game where we have no choice but to take out one Ogre. And then we can lose like this chapter, I guess, right now. I don't need to be on 4 Warlocks yet. It's a little early to need it. I think the Warrior plus the Undead is just more valuable. But like look at this. This is the kind of thing I have in mind. Like, it's true we're dealing less damage, but my front line is surviving more, which means we're dealing more damage, right? Like, if my front line isn't dying, then it's okay that I don't have an Ogre being offered as a tribute, right? That's kind of the point. I don't want more DPS. I don't want these Ogres shoved in. The way to make this viable is to not try to make it a meme build, not try to, like, force it into, like, a state of nonsense. We haven't lost a single fight yet. Is Shadow Fiend actually good? Let's put this to the test. Yeah, Alchemist was much better than Shadow Fiend there. Not even close. So the question is, would we rather have an Ogre or a Warlock at the end? And the answer is probably Ogre, right? I think it has to be Ogre. So I can keep the level 3 Ogre option open. Well, we transition into a sort of like more magey style of play. I keep CK? I can sell the CK, whatever. It's all the same. I don't know, Bloodbound is just nuts, right? I was wondering when we'd actually lose a fight. Boys? Yep. Oh, you got the shot! You got the shot! Take it! No! Dude! Oh, I thought we had that! Dude, holy shit. Oh my god. How did we lose that? Man, I was so ready for that. I was so ready. SF could have won. No, dude, Alk is much better. Come on, guys. Let's not... Let's not troll here, alright? It's not even close. Is Drow. I mean, I need a different carrier for Bloodbound. I need it to be on, like... What does it want to be on? Just a Dusa? What's like Dusa or Gyro or DK? I mean, double damage is pretty good, right? Troll Warlord? Troll isn't a real unit. Guess we're on pipe. Oh well, stuck on pipe. There's worse things to be stuck on. All things considered. We'll put Shadow Fiend in now. I mean, I don't really need to do anything else, right? The board is just perfect the way it is. I think Alchemist is an egregiously nutty hero. Honestly. Like, the amount of damage Acid Spray does that doesn't show up on charts is phenomenal. Like, if you're looking at these DPS charts, guys, don't look at DPS charts. If you're looking at DPS charts, it looks like Shadow Fiend is doing more, but the minus armor puts him way over Shadow Fiend. No, probably not way over. Probably a little bit higher. It depends on the AoE. Does the AoE increase? Take 25 per second, and it goes to -8. So let's have a look at this top board. And let's go ahead and position in a way that respects it a little bit better. I want to be a little bit afraid. Like, if you look at everything on the left side, you're good against a lot of boards, but this guy is purple streaking and nobody else is streaking. You want to give him a bit of priority. I really like looking at streaking when you're trying to like decide who to play against and who to position against, basically. In a perfect world, you'd have time to look at literally everyone's board and be like a perfect mastermind. In reality, you don't, so you kind of have to make concessions. And just like, it's a really good rule of thumb. It'll do a lot for you as a player, I think. So this is the kind of game where, in this current meta right now, that we're stuck with for the next like 4 or 5 days, this is the kind of game where we are hyper greeting level 10 on 25, because we have the economy to sustain that. Oddly enough, this makes me consider not completing Kunkka here. I think Kunkka is still a decent unit. I think Kunkka is better for longer than something like Troll is. I guess I should buy this. I've heard good things about this hero. Could it possibly be better than Alchemist? This is like the point of the game where it starts being questionable having these like Bloodbound units on our board. Because like, I mean, we're literally benching a Techies. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but the Bloodbounds are working, you know? Why not stick with the Bloodbounds when we got them? Techies is overrated? Yeah, Techies is overrated. Piece of garbage, honestly, belongs in the trash. And sell every time. Level 1 Techies, level 1 Sniper. Look at this! Look at this shit! That's so good. It looks like this is one unit accomplishing this DPS, but it's actually like 3 different because of the Bloodbound sacrifice. This is not that good. Dude, why can't I get these ass pulls in an actual game when I want them? Piece of shit. Whatever. Bloodbound is just good. I don't need more Enigmas. Like, why would I Midnight Pulse? When I can just Bloodbound. Contract Techies? Guys, Bloodbound only works on attack damage. Why would I contract Techies? Techies has like the worst attack damage. I don't know. So, like, if we're looking at this DPS chart here, you guys are going to be like, Swim, this Enigma unit's really good. You should put in another Enigma unit. Look at this. It's like the same as our Sniper. It's not even good. Is this like a phenomenal low roll lobby? Like, how much of a low roll lobby is this? It could be 6 Warlock, right? We're either going to use Ogre for 3 Mages or Warlock for 6 Warlock. I honestly don't know. That's a kind of tricky one. I'm not 100% sure. There's a few options. I think I like using Ogre for mages more. Probably makes the most sense. We got Final Flash as well. We can use Final Flash. We can curve this into like a magey sort of thingy. Gonna be a little slow transitioning there. Gaara losing to Bloodbound. He's crying in German. Please call him. I mean, I made my board a bit weaker here. The most important thing is we need to get like a damage carrier. We need like a Deucer or a Yairo. We have like 2 damage items that. Oh, Final Flash Ogre! It's so good. Oh, we want easy. That Final Flash Ogre actually almost lost me the fight. I have a lot of experiences playing Bloodbound before, and I've had a lot of fights that were, put it this way, Final Flash Ogre is not good. You do not want that. Okay, so suddenly, it's like, big time on this guy. So, if we look at Relic, and we should have sold both Shadow Fiends for interest, I think. If we look at Relic, Relic is 60 attack damage. This big time contract is okay. It's not really better right now. It's like in theory better. It goes up by 77 instead of 60, but only after the ogre dies, which is not necessarily instant. I think we want like an ogre level 1 actually. It wants to die, I think, as soon as possible. Dude, big time contract on Deadeye actually sounds really scary. Oh, we could rebuild Sniper. It's not too late. That could be good. Okay, ogre down. Big time's coming in hot. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Yeah, Gyro obviously can't match this DPS. Yeah, big time sucks. What a god-awful fucking build. It's like, I want to test this, but it's kind of impossible in this meta to test it. Like, it can never work in this meta. You don't really want multiple big time contracts either. Okay, having 2 would actually be okay. It seems like the kind of thing you'd want at first, but it is kind of a bait. Having 2 would be okay though. Chainmail on Alchemist. Alchemist is a pretty good chainmail user. Actually, we could swap this around. No, this is probably better like this. The most important thing with chainmail to understand is that based on how mana in this game works, it slows down your ability to cast ultis, because it slows down your metagame, which makes it harder for you to ult. So a lot of new players' first instinct is to put it on like Enigma or Techies, which is a really bad idea in my opinion. That will You'd actually rather have the chainmail benched than have it on one of your units that needs to ult early. Okay, so we have like 50 gold at this point in the game. Looks like Gaara just got punted by our board. Is there anything we could get on 30 that makes our, like, we want to wait to roll down? Is it possible to get a tier 3 on 30? Can we get a higher class of criminals on 30? We might need to get out of Kunkka pretty soon. We're still looking for Medusa. I really want this BTC on Medusa too. Probably not with Smuggler. Oh yeah, I'm 35, that's true. So the only thing that matters is the one that makes my units cheaper. So if I get the one that makes my units cheaper, I actually shouldn't buy this Lich yet. This is the kind of game where one that makes your units cheaper would actually be decent. We have a lot of gold to kind of accelerate the value on that with. And we've got level 10, so our gold is worth a lot more than if we were at level 9. Because gold at level 10 is like a level 10 roll, which is more valuable than a level 9 roll, right? I'll Dagon up. Gladly Dagon up. Yeah, that's okay. I think, like, oh god. Guys, I can't take Ogre off my board. Ogre is my board. Okay, we're defending against Gaara. How do I fit this in? Do I have to take techies? I can take techies off. Techies kind of blows, right? Oh, Gaara. So here's the level 1 Dusa, and suddenly Techies is gone, right? That seems like it might be questionable. Huh. I don't know. I guess I could bench this for a few rounds. Man, this sucks, guys. It's like, once I have like a Gyro level 2 or a Medusa level 2, then maybe having the Ogre there is worth it. I mean, I know it's not, but it'll be less not worth it. Take the Ogre out and instantly lose the fight. What could it mean? We can never be in Kunkka anymore. I could have sold that a while ago. So this Kunkka we completed... When did we complete this? I think like 22, if I remember correctly. That was a 10-rounder. So, cost us like 12 hours. Yeah, I mean, it pays for itself. Oh, we could build Ogre level 3. Wait, Ogre 1 is better than Ogre 2. We can buy the Lich, and then we can sell our Ogre 2. Ah, that's perfect. We buy the Lich, and then we sell our Ogre 2 up to interest point. Because we want our Ogre to die immediately. It needs to die fast for BTC to be worth it. It's very important that it dies immediately. What a stupid thing. I love Bloodbound as a concept so much. Bloodbound and the Brawny perk. They both make you think of the game in an extremely backwards way. And I think they're really well designed. Bloodbound is not really competitive, but it's not designed to be super competitive. I'm not trying to make it like top tier. It can't be top tier, but I think in very niche situations, it could make some sense. It's too early for Sniper. I don't even want more Enigmas. I'm just benching them so no one but me can have fun. So we're out of 3 mages. I think once Yairo is level 2... God, but we can't really fit in Deadeye and Bloodbound for Ogre. There's no way. It's impossible. So we can't fit in Sniper. We don't have that many slots. It's like, we only have like one flex slot in this entire build, right? Level 1 Deuce is not really carrying here. Is this guy losing against me? Oh, this guy just lost to me. Okay, so there's just me and Alex. He's got Retaliate on his level 2 Time Hunter position right. Retaliate's very powerful. I want to respect this positioning. So Retaliate charges mana, which is really, really important because that's why it's so good. He's low on gold and health, but he's also not like trying to make Bloodbound work. So it's a pretty even game, I'd say. And let's have a look at what he's benching as well. He's got the casual 7 techies blocking us from the techies 2. Well, it's not blocking, it's just making it really unlikely. And he's looking for the Thrall out. The Thrall is like a really, really major out for him. That's like what he's on, basically. So, Thrall being Disruptor for all of you non-Dota players out there. So we can kind of bully him a little bit on that out by spending our gold early. If we find it first, it's better. I don't think I want multiple liches, honestly. I barely want one lich. Huh. Wow. All 10 techies in play. That's crazy. He has 7 techies and I have 3. Of course, there being only 10 in the pool. Let's just bully this guy. Disruptor is really bullyable. It's the most bullyable hero out of all of them, I think. And that's the... Wait, did he... As soon as he saw that, he sold a techie. Oh yeah, he sold his techies just now, and this is it right here. Not having techies in front is a little question mark. Might be a big question mark. No, I think in this late game meta, there's probably no way to use... There's probably no way to use big time contracts at the end of the game. Which some of you guys might smirk that and be like, well, duh. I mean, and to be honest, I mean, I'm not really surprised either. Yeah, I mean... That's, yeah, sure. It's that's kind of blow. Oh well. I'd like to like kind of figure out a way to jam this ogre right in, but there's no possible way I could fit this in, right? And there's like a better damage item for my better damage hero. I want a gap in front of his Tidehunter. I want literally nothing to attack his Tidehunter if possible. Because that's the way you try to counter like Retaliate Tide. He's got Brooch of the Martyr too. Dude, he's like instant ulting. We're lucky we charged fast enough there. Basically, the most important thing is we just like ignore his Tide. What did I just watch? Huh, okay. I mean, we're not really on improvements, right? We could use like the third mage. This Medusa, obviously the gyro is an improvement. He has less health than us, which is really important, because it gives us more time to be flexible. His sheep's click on techies. Dude, I have to click the techies. Oh, he can literally mind game me so hard. I have to click the techies to see which one it is. Okay, let's actually like win this game. So he's still on the Disruptor level 1. The main way his board improves is just like upgrading Disruptor. If he upgrades Disruptor, his board actually gets like quite a decent amount better. It's a noticeable improvement. If I get like Gyrocopter 2, we should be better than him. I think it's probably silly to not be rolling here. I'm like thinking about interest when in reality I should be trying to bully him out so that he can't get more rolls for Disruptor and more rolls for the item pack. This is like the situation where playing a more aggressive style actually makes some amount of sense. So Techies, buying this will increase our odds at hitting what we actually want to hit, which is the Gyrocopter, because it rolls for Legendary first, and then it rolls to see what's remaining, right? So I can kind of increase my own odds by benching this. It's a very minor thing, all things considered, but it still can matter if there's kind of nothing else to play for. And I think that's it, right? Like, that's kind of the only thing that can matter here. He didn't complete the Disruptor. He's got Sheepstick on Techies. It is funny. I see this as not Techies, but unless I click, he can, like, swap them at the last second. There's no way to actually tell which Techies has it. So the most important thing is to have, like, nothing attacking his Tide, basically. It's kind of hard, though, because I kind of need everything to actually get damaged. Otherwise, we're not going to be casting. And Alchemist just wants to be the Chainmail Carrier. Liking Chainmail Carrier in this meta is basically always Alchemist. The reason for this is because Chainmail slows your ulti, makes it less likely that it even goes off if the hero is, like, a little bit too squishy. And Alchemist doesn't care if his ulti is a little bit slower. It's like, it's a powerful ulti, but you don't need it, like, super right away. Okay. This is a high level lobby, right?
Congrats
Gaara
on
and I duo
Lord's
queue.
swim. You earned it.
It's probably
It's
like
Jersey
average
BDW.
BB5 lobby or something like that. Can't see their. I didn't check their ratings before this game. This was like a fairly high level game. At this point in the game, are you basically ignoring alliances? Yes, that's currently what like the current end game happens in this metagame. Like it matters a little bit. The scaled alliance matters a bit, although honestly not as much as it probably seems, because a lot of the damage at the end of the game is like physical from Techies or pure from Enigma. Mostly scaled is worth playing for just because Tidehunter and Dusa just happen to be teamfight heroes themselves. It's the same thing as Warlock. Like, it's not like Warlock as an alliance or Warlock as scaled units are super hyper good in endgame. They do happen to be, but mostly it is that they are attached to heroes that have the huge teamfight ultis, right?